as human beings, we tend to run on autopilot. We are informed by the past from what our parents tell us and from the kinds of things that we learn in school and so forth. We have traditions and the influence that leaders have on us that are based on their status. In other words, just because somebody's a high status, we tend to listen to them as opposed to others who are lower in status, but might actually have better information and be more accurate. And then the business culture is very influential as well. And so we end up with kind of socially accepted thinking and behavior, which means we don't ask a lot of questions. We don't ask why, and we may, go to the boss and say, can we do this? And we hear no, and we ask why, and they don't really tell us, and so on. So what we're really faced with is an embedded orthodox way of thinking, as opposed to a heterodox way of thinking, which means to examine other avenues, other things, to think critically, and so forth. And that's difficult to do in economic hierarchies. So there's always a conflict between the status quo and progress, and to some extent we're trapped because the great quote by the sociologist Douglas Dowd here is, what's next is most likely to be determined by what is. And what is essentially how things are today and in the past. And the current state is built on the past, and that tends to inhibit progress. And it varies company by company. In some cases, progress is extremely inhibited by the past. And it's not just a way of thinking that somebody has, but it could be previous investments that were made in the physical infrastructure of the business. It could be the way the building is set up or laid out, the way the building is designed. It could be the equipment that was purchased in previous years, and so on. So this all comes together to make it very difficult to move things forward. And as lean people, of course, we want to really drive things forward, and we want to do it quickly, hopefully.